Louis Slotin knew exactly what the blue flash meant. It was May 21st, 1946, at Los Alamos. Slotin was a physicist, one of the best. He was running a demonstration with a 6.2 kilogram plutonium core, the same core that had already killed a man the year before. His colleagues called it tickling the dragon's tail. He was holding two metal shells apart with just a screwdriver. Then it slipped. A flash of blue light filled the room. Slotin threw himself over the core to shield the 7 other men standing behind him. Everyone went quiet. They all knew what had just happened, but Slotin knew more than anyone else in that room. He was a nuclear physicist. He understood radiation poisoning at a level most doctors did not. So as his body started failing over the next 9 days, he tracked every symptom like data. He predicted each stage. He told doctors what would happen next. And he was right every single time. Louis Slotin died on May 30th, 1946. He had spent his final days being his own case study. In 1974, a Japanese soldier named Hiroo Onoda walked out of a Philippine jungle carrying a rifle he had never put down. He had been fighting for 30 years. Japan surrendered in 1945. The war ended. The world moved on. But nobody told Onoda in a way he believed. Leaflets dropped from planes. He thought it was a trick. Newspapers left in the jungle. Propaganda. Former comrades sent to find him. Deception. His military training had built a wall inside his mind so strong that the truth could not get through it. So he kept fighting. He and a small group of holdouts moved through the jungle, ambushing locals, destroying crops. 30 Filipino civilians were killed. People who had nothing to do with any war. People who just lived near the trees where a soldier refused to stop. His commanding officer, by then a bookseller in Tokyo, had to fly to the Philippines and personally order him to stand down. Only then did Onoda lower his rifle. The war had been over for nearly 3 decades. Vitaly Kaloyev lost everything in 12 seconds. In July 2002, a cargo plane and a passenger jet collided over southern Germany. 71 people died. Among them were Kaloyev's wife, his daughter, and his son. They were flying to meet him on vacation. He identified their bodies himself. For 2 years, he waited for someone to be held responsible. The airline deflected. The air traffic control company paid settlements but admitted nothing. The controller on duty that night, Peter Nielsen, gave no personal apology. So in February 2004, Kaloyev drove to Nielsen's home in Switzerland. He knocked on the door. When Nielsen answered, Kaloyev stabbed him to death on his own doorstep. He was arrested, convicted, sentenced to 8 years. He served less than 3. When Russia brought him home, the government gave him a regional office job. Citizens called him a hero. Grieving parents sent him letters of support. No one could agree on what he was. A murderer, a father, a man the system failed so completely he became the verdict himself.
Did you know a man once had a particle accelerator beam pass straight through his skull and survived? In 1978, Soviet physicist Anatoly Bugorsky was checking faulty equipment at a research facility when he leaned into a machine that was still running. A beam of protons, moving near the speed of light, punched clean through his head. He said he saw a flash brighter than anything he had ever seen. He felt no pain. The left side of his face slowly withered and froze. The right side aged normally. 2 halves. 1 man. A face split between before and after. The Soviet government immediately classified the entire incident. Bugorsky was told to stay quiet. His body had become state evidence. He lived for decades, proof that something impossible had happened, hidden away like a broken piece of equipment the USSR didn't want the world to see.